The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. It is so interesting to know that the people who pretend that they can do without Africa and we are surviving on their messes will not be doing U-turn when they decided to leave. We didn't sack them. As for Africans, when it comes to that good heart, we have a very large heart and we love a lot of people except loving ourselves. That one is a fact. We always love people outside of our race. France is trying to do a U-turn back into the Sahel. But this time, no. The Sahelian leaders are saying that they have had enough. When the military took over, Assimi Goïta, Abdurrahmane Chiani, and then Captain Ibrahim Traoré are all in all. France declared a red zone on these three nations because they have decided to move away from the influence and the control of France. They didn't sack France. France decided to move without any notice, and then the leaders kept quiet watching. Now France has gone out and realized that things are hard. The amount of money they used to get from these nations, their economy is collapsing. So they decided to make a U-turn. They have been doing backdoor begging and talking. But according to report, our leaders have said no more coming back. Now, as for our all-in-all Captain Ibrahim Traoré, he even had time to talk with them, giving them conditions that before they come, they have to declare Burkina Faso a green zone. Besides that, there were some petty things that they gave to France. If France can go back to all stations that they declared that the place was a red zone, all the things that they said, if they can undo all these things, you understand? And France can never do that. But as for our all-in-all, General Assimi Goïta, he didn't even have time to talk to any of them. He said, as long as they have decided to leave without passing through any proper channel, that is the end. That door has been closed and there's no way it is going to open. When it comes to our all-in-all General Assimi Goïta, he is a man of little words, so he hardly talks, just like the Nigeria one. Our all-in-all General Assimi Goïta has made it clear to any organization, any company, whatever, that any day any of them will decide to leave Mali, they should know that that will be the end. When you go, you will not ever and ever return to Mali.
Fam, Air France finally came to reality that they are never going to set foot again in the AES. For those who do not know what's going on, just a quick context. Way back in 2022, when the leaders of the AES were taking over power, Air France said the AES zone, the entire AES zone, wasn't safe. It was a red zone and they needed to pack their bags and get out of that zone, right? And Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Assimi Goïta, and General Abdurrahmane Chiani said, no problems. You guys are saying it's a red zone, no problems. You can pack your things and leave. They left. When they left, other agencies kept doing business with the three Sahelian countries, right? Air France later discovered that they were losing hundreds of millions of francs a day as they were not able to keep doing business in that zone. So what did they do? They started gradually coming back, engaging the leaders, asking them that they wanted to come back. For Burkina Faso especially, Burkina told them, Captain Ibrahim Traoré told them, there is no problem. You guys had said before leaving that the AES, Burkina Faso in particular, was a red zone. That's fine. It's a red zone. So you had to leave. Now that you want to come back, one of the conditions for you to come back, you have to go back on all your media and announce on those media that Burkina Faso now is a green zone. If you can do that and other minor conditions, then we are going to let you back. Oh my God. I love the AES leaders. Mali of General Assimi Goïta completely just knocked them out. He didn't even have time to be stressing to talk anything with them. As you left, know that you are not coming back. You can't just get up one morning and just disregard your customers and leave without any prior notice, not even showing courtesy to the authorities of the country. You just pack your bags and leave in such a disrespectful manner, and then you think that you're going to come back. General Assimi Goita had said it once: as you guys left, know that you will never come back. And he has not made it only to Air France, he has made it very clear to all multinationals in Mali. If you one day get up and say you are leaving, that's fine. You have your right to leave. But know that as you leave, you're not going to come back again.
This is what we call leadership. This is what we call sovereignty. It's not like those in the democratic elected that they can just do anything at all to us and still come back. Sometimes they don't even come. We will even write to beg them that they should come and operate. So they thought that the way they used to get the African to always come and beg is the same thing that is going to happen. So they decided to walk away, and now they want to come back because their economy is losing big time. They said the amount of money they were making, like 500 million a day. Compare that to what they have lost. All these years or months, they decided to shut their door. At the end of the day, they thought that they were going to be doing the people in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, but they didn't know that they were going to be hurting themselves. They just realized that, and now they want to come back, like trying to come back and say, well, we decided to leave, so now we want to come back and start things over with you. After all, we know that your people will need our services. Like the way they always come and sweet talk us. But no, not when everything is happening in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, and their finger is always pointed at them. This is not something that our leaders will ever accept. And the conditions that Burkina Faso laid, they can never. And with Mali, if you walk out, you have walked out. You are not coming back. There is nothing like second chance in Mali. And all in all made it clear. He doesn't have the strength to be talking. When it comes to General Assimi Goita and Abdurrahmane Tiani, they are not like Captain Ibrahim Traore. Traore has the time to still talk to you, like in a way, even though he knows very well that you will not come back. So the conditions that he will give you, you can't fulfill them. So indirectly, you cannot come. But these ones don't even have the time to listen to you. No. They don't do that. They need to start treating the African the way they want us to treat them. There's no way, if it is Burkina Faso, Mali, or Niger that is operating there, can just wake up one day and decide that they are taking their things away. They are not going to do business with them, and they will allow that. You will see them quoting laws that they have violated and the penalties they need to pay. But Africa is just a free range. You can just get up and do anything at all. And anytime you feel like coming back, you walk back and we will be smiling and bowing down to you. But the leaders in Mali, Niger are all in us, made it clear to the world that just as they want us to treat them when they come to Africa, they need to treat the Africans as such. Because the time for us being the second slave, like Captain Ibrahim Traore said, this is not the time that they still see us to be children, that they need to hold our hands to cross the road, that time is over. And that's why they made it clear. Now they do not want to be under any master. They want to be masters of themselves. So it's not about us sitting in our AU, in our ECOWAS, in SADC, in ANC, giving speeches, Africa, CEO forum, whatever forum, and we talk and don't take concrete actions. We wouldn't be respected or treated the way we want to be treated if we continue to be solving our problems in speech. The leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are changing everything in Africa, taking back the power. All is about power. And Macron rightfully said it, that they need to fight. Europe need to get their power back, their sovereignty from the United States of America, where they can decide on things by themselves. That is what we are seeing in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. And after saying this to the whole world, our leaders will still listen to him and still be willing to be obedient. Democracy is to make you obedient. And the moment you decide to be a boss like we are seeing in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, then they rise up. A lot of people were asking, will the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso bring them back? Especially when I posted the video telling you they were thinking about coming back. The leaders have given us the answer. They said no, it's a no. There's no way they will allow France or Air France to come back into their territory to operate. They decided to cause the harm by themselves, and they must be ready to face the consequences. You don't go and then come back when you think now your economy is collapsing. So it's like we are now the cashier. So we give them the cash to be sending back home. So as for now, the money they used to get support or to uplift their economy, they said as long as they decided to press the exit button, they should deal with it. We only have the press and go. If you press and go, that ends it. This is what we call sovereignty, leadership. And that is what we call the African power. And not to be sitting down begging for sovereignty to be given back to us. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso.